I recently read Never Finished by David Goggins. David Goggins is a retired Navy SEAL who's known for his incredible drive and mental toughness. But after the success of his last book, Can't Hurt Me, which chronicled his difficult upbringing and feats of endurance, like completing an ultramarathon in Death Valley, he started coasting through life and stopped challenging himself. In the book he says, "When life stops kicking you in the teeth and serves you a big bowl of praise pudding, it's easy to feel that you are the man, especially if that level of respect was hard-earned. But praise, whether it comes from your superiors, your family, or anyone else, has a downside. It can soothe your inner savage and keep you from feeling the need to grind." Each of us has an inner savage who hungers for new challenges. As Goggins rested on his laurels and soothed his inner savage to sleep, excuses like a busy schedule, family commitments, and health concerns convinced him to stop striving and growing. Devoid of any daily growth, Goggins slowly lost self-respect. Because as he says, respect is earned every day by waking up early, challenging yourself with new dreams, and embracing the suck like you have nothing and have never done a damn thing in your life. So if you're feeling satisfied after a period of hard work and are starting to take it easy, it's time to reignite your drive and wake up your inner savage with a challenge that will explore your limits. Late one evening, Goggins received an email from a friend who wanted to see if he could run the Leadville Trail 100 race to raise money for his charity. The Leadville Trail 100 is a 100-mile foot race in the Colorado Rockies that starts at 10,000 feet above sea level and includes 15,000 feet of elevation change. Goggins would have leapt at the opportunity to run Leadville a few years ago, but now he was full of hesitancy and excuses. He says, "After decades of hard charging, I was stuck in neutral, nowhere close to the mental beast I'd once been." But Goggins couldn't get Leadville out of his head. The challenge haunted him because deep down, he knew it was what he needed to awaken his inner savage, get out of neutral, and get back on the path of self-discovery. Your wake-up challenge need not be physical. It might be intellectual, like obtaining a difficult career certification, or competing in a competition, or launching a new product. Regardless of what your wake-up challenge is, it must meet two criteria. First, your wake-up challenge must be a fear pod. Something you're nervous to commit to, but once you do, the seeds of confidence and self-discovery scatter along your path. Taking this path will make you a more self-assured and self-aware person. And second, your wake-up challenge must require daily effort. Goggins didn't take a day off training for Leadville. Even on rest days, he visualized sections of the race to prepare his mind and body for the challenge. Once you identify and commit to a wake-up challenge, get in the habit of performing self-talk audits. Not long after ramping up his training for Leadville, Goggins' body ached, and he kept telling himself he needed a day off. So he sat down on his couch, grabbed a voice recorder, and whined into the microphone. He recorded exactly what he was feeling and made a solid case for a much-needed rest day. But when he played it back to himself, he wasn't convinced. The excuses he heard lacked substance and were just a desperate plea to quit and seek comfort. In the book he says, "My inner crybaby was suddenly the emperor with no clothes, buck naked in the light of day. He was impossible to ignore and even harder to stomach. After listening to the recording, I was off the couch and out on the road in a matter of seconds." When you wake up tired and not eager to get after it, complain about the things you dread doing into a voice recording app on your phone, then play it back to yourself. Odds are, you'll find the voice on the other side is not someone you want to be directing your life. Goggins says, "The way we speak to ourselves in moments of doubt is crucial because our words become actions and our actions build habits that can coat our minds and bodies with the plaque of ambivalence, hesitancy, and passivity and separate us from our own lives." After you listen to yourself whine about the things you don't want to do, hit record again, but this time pretend you are motivating a friend to get them through a challenge. Now, as Goggins continued training for Leadville, he routinely thought back to his time at the U.S. Air Force's Air Assault School. Every student in the Air Assault class was required to do 5 pull-ups and 10 elevated push-ups when they crossed under the arches on their way to class. One day, Goggins passed through the arches at the same time as a classmate named Connolly, who happened to be a captain in the U.S. Army. When Goggins did his 5 pull-ups and dropped down to the ground to complete his push-ups, he noticed Captain Connolly was still on the pull-up bar, going far beyond the 5 standard pull-ups. This was not the only time he saw Captain Connolly do this. Captain Connolly continued going above and beyond on almost every exercise during the 10-day Air Assault School. This was the first time Goggins could remember someone doing more than what was required of them. In the book, he says, Connolly made me feel uncomfortable because he exposed my lack of dedication to giving my best effort each and every day. Captain Connolly didn't show up to simply get through the program and graduate so he could collect some wings for his uniform. He came to explore what he was made of and grow. As Goggins trained for Leadville, he imagined Captain Connolly watching him every day and posing the question, are you just meeting the requirements, or are you giving all you can give? Forget what others are doing or what others have done before you, and look inside to search for what more you can give. If you're about to take a course and the prerequisite is to read one chapter of a book, see if you can read the whole book. If you're enrolled in an engineering program, don't just attend the classes you're required to attend, but sit through free online classes that MIT and Stanford offer on the same subject matter. Always be exploring what more you can do, and you will move far beyond the standards everyone else is living by and move into a realm of limitless mental growth. In the end, whatever stage of life you're in and whatever you've done, you should be haunted by your untapped potential. Explore your untapped potential by first committing to a wake-up challenge, a challenge that wakes up your inner savage. Then perform self-talk audits when you feel like taking a day off. Then set a new standard by constantly searching for what more you can give in every situation, like Captain Connolly. Goggins says, the world needs all of us to evolve into the very best versions of ourselves. That's a moving target, and it isn't a one-time task. It is a lifelong quest for more knowledge, more courage, more humility, and more belief. Because when you summon the strength and discipline to live like that, the only thing limiting your horizons is you. That was the core message that I gathered from Never Finished by David Goggins. Goggins did it again. He made another book to make me rethink my level of commitment to my goals and personal growth. I highly recommend this book to anyone who wants to reignite their inner fire. If you would like a one-page PDF summary of insights that I gather from this book, just click the link below and I'll be happy to email it to you. If you already subscribed to the free Productivity Game email newsletter, this PDF is sitting in your inbox. If you like this video, please share it. And as always, thanks for watching and have yourself a productive week.